Okay, so we had a little bit of action this turn, so I'm going to go a little bit backwards. We're going to focus on the battle that happened, and then we'll focus on the movement and so forth over here in Virginia. So we had a battle um, over in Muskogee, but what I want to show you is after this. But we had 2,300 troops got over here. He was trying to cross the river, and that's why he ended up suffering the casualties that he did and the retreating. So he's got like half his guys here, the other half there. I'm moving some boats over in the river here to try and cut him off. If you can get 4 elements of Navy on a river, it can generally stop the crossing. So, but we're going to have a battle up here at Fayette, Arkansas, probably next turn. But what I wanted to show you here was, we've got 2 divisions of troops, but he looks like he's got 4 divisions. So he's in good shape to probably win this battle. I kind of expected to happen this turn, but didn't. Notice he's got 2 decent commanders there. He's got Curtis with a 322. He's got Hooker with 442. And then he's got Rosecrans leading, who doesn't have good attack, but he's got okay defense. But the big thing there is Hooker with that 4 attack. That's probably going to be the deciding factor, because I do have, I think, a 2 defense guy here, but then I just have a 1 defense. So, and then it's a mix of volunteers, conscripts. You got some line infantry there, but I got a lot of volunteers and mounted line infantry with this guy. So not really, I really got 1.5 divisions here. So, but let's go for left to right, and then we'll run the turn and come back. So here's kind of what I decided to do. I decided to pull back behind the river, and obviously, now I don't know how he ended up down here. It's a little frustrating. Fortunately, he didn't bite me in the butt. So I'm going to move him back here and then take over this entrenched position, which is a 4. But he had, and I don't know if he pulled troops back or what he did, but he had enough forces to take out Manassas, and I'm so hard up for troops. I decided to pull back behind the river. Yeah, I lose the initiative, but there wasn't really anything I could do short of maybe flanking around and trying to go up the Shenandoah, which was an option, but then he would move down and then between me and Richmond. So definitely an option I could have done. I would say probably a more skilled player perhaps would have been able to pull that off more effectively than I could, but I just didn't. I feel like that's outside of my capabilities to be able to effectively go up the Shenandoah, flank around, and threaten DC in time to keep him from taking Richmond. Because I just don't have the forces to both defend Richmond plus make that pivot around. I might in 64. 64 may be a time when I could do that, but not right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack up here into Western Virginia. Not so much to occupy it. Moving him up here too. I just want to cut off his supply to kind of cut this guy off and maybe pull him back. Maybe that'll give me another year where Western Virginia is free of harassment. And then I'll bounce him back and join him back up with these guys and probably keep a division free down in Richmond just to protect against some sort of landing, which I'm sure at some point is going to be coming. I do have these guys connected, but I need to build up the forces here. I mean, it's not even a full division there, not even a full. It's kind of a full, but I got a lot of volunteers in there. Part of that's because it's a marsh, so they're more effective there. But I'll be holding up behind the river here, and then moving up Western Virginia. As far as other things that are going on, not a whole lot else. We actually probably the most successful we've been is in the far west, where we were able to push him back, burn the forts here, and now we've got a nice little gap between California and our holdings down in New Mexico. The closest he's got obviously is this one depot with this fort, which having that depot that close is actually relatively advantageous. The problem is he's got to pull all these resources from all the way up here all the way down, so I don't know how effective it's going to be to just have one depot here. I feel like he's going to invest more resources to make that a viable resource point for his troops. We'll see. Who knows? Just going back here, I know I bounced around a little bit. I meant to go west to far east to west, but I'm going to move back up on these supply lines, try and harass this. Hopefully we win this battle, although I don't think we will. But my goal is to at least cut them off supply-wise. Honestly, once you lose Springfield for the Confederacy, what really matters is holding Little Rock. So that's my next real point of contention as far as the West is concerned. So if I lose Fayetteville, so what? this is what I really care about, is Little Rock, because if he gets Little Rock, then that opens up, his access to the Mississippi, besides obviously the obvious point. So I was kind of tempted to send some troops over there, but I said, screw it. Again, Little Rock's my objective to hold, so that's where I'm going to be at. So I got Johnson's Corps with 3 division. I got Johnson, which I pulled out. I'm going to give him some artillery, and then I got Forney's Corps, which also 3 division. So we're pretty robust up here in this area. And then this I still need to strengthen. I only have two divisions. I'm trying to get this 3rd going here under Bragg. Obviously, I would prefer to have the same type force over in Kentucky as I do down in Mississippi, but I just don't have the troops for that. And then I'm moving cavalry in on these guys to kind of push them out. That's what I'm building right now. Some infantry, doing the replacement chits. Didn't have any money for the river pool, so we'll do that next turn. We are printing money again, even though we are already up to 9 inflation. It is what it is, the Confederacy. And that's about it. So, alright, so I'm going to run the turn, and then we will be right back. So we're finally going to get some action here. It is like turn 32, and Kentucky finally flipped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the battles here, and then we'll go back and go over the potential moves, or actually the moves that I will be doing this turn, including some new events that popped. We got some couple generals and so forth. So we'll start with the bottom here, West Virginia. This was AP Hill. We were able to take Morgantown. Obviously, he only had a division there. We had almost 18,000 troops. He had 5,700. We were on red, and he was on green, probably because he's trying to get out of there. So there's only one hour of battle, but we actually inflicted some decent casualties for only being an hour. I don't think we were able to capture anything though. So we were able to take Morgantown, which, as you can see, we're now pulling out of there because I really just wanted to take the depot and burn it and get it out of there. Just to, if anything, just make sure he can't push any further in from West Virginia this year was the primary motivation for doing this. Now, Jeb Stuart got the absolute crap kicked out of him. So, as you can see here, this was July day 2. And 3 days because I was red. We did win this, but as you're about to see, we got the just absolute bejesus kicked out of us. Now, we lost all of our horse artillery, which is interesting because, I don't know, I mean, you would think you wouldn't lose your horse artillery over this, but we did. And we seized this artillery, but I can't move it. Now, this was over at Manassas. That's fine. He just moved into Manassas with the division. The catch is this is a 2-star, so I know this is a corps. And I'm almost wondering if he's trying to bait me into attacking him again. I'm not going to do that. I retreated behind the river for a reason, so. This is up at Winchester, which is down the Shenandoah. Again, another place that I basically left vacated, primarily because with Manassas being exposed, I just couldn't really defend this without like an actual force in the Shenandoah, which I might do here, by the way. Okay, Nathan Bedford Forrest. No troops lost because he's amazing. And as you can see, we got some mounted infantry in here, and I have 1 ranger, which actually helps with some stats in terms of the whole division, and then a bunch of cavalry. Plus, we had artillery in here as well. Do that, but we lost no artillery, and he lost 570. So I'm gonna burn this and then get out of there. That's a supply depot there, just north of Springfield. So basically, what we've done is we've taken out 2 of his supply depots in Missouri, and so and I think we're actually able to destroy the one in Springfield too. So we had 3 supply depots, took care of all 3. He did build one down here, I believe. Yeah, but that's gonna slow him down, I think, considerably. I'm moving troops over here into the mountains just to see what he has over here, and I may actually attack him if he's pulling back because of everything I'm doing up here. We'll see. But this is what I was talking about. Stuart lost 1/3 of his troops. I lost, in the previous battle, all my artillery. Now, this is the artillery I stole. I'm not going to be able to take it with me. He railed in like 25,000 troops. The only thing I could think of is that he thought I was going to make a move with AP Hill to keep going, and he thought he could kind of catch me with my pants down. It sucks that I lost a lot of troops with Stuart. I lost a third of my force there plus my horse artillery. But at the same time, now he's got an entire division, 2 divisions rather, so really almost a corps of troops that he's now has out of position. And we're getting into August. So anything I can do to keep him focused over here and in Virginia and so forth, and not landing south of Richmond and not landing on the coast, I will take. So I don't necessarily chalk this up to a loss, even though I lost a lot of troops. So I think I'm going to be able to get out of there. It only takes me a day to get down here, and then I can get out of there. So I think I'll be able to get Stuart out, and consequently he pulled a bunch of troops off his line to come deal with this, so I'll take it. Exchange of prisoners, yeah, no. The exchange of prisoners thing is broken in this game, by the way. So Josh and I don't use it. So Kentucky joined the Union, which was bound to happen if we didn't intervene. So here's what he's got. I'm gonna move up into Bowling Green. That's gonna be my position to hold. I'm going to try and tear up these rail lines and so forth. All I have is this 3 divisions, 2.5, right? I'm trying to build this one up into a division, so I don't have the kind of forces over here I'd like to have. So I'll be kind of curious to see what he's going to bring down through Kentucky. But, okay, so generals that I got this turn, I got Richard Anderson, who is a 4-3-3. I'm going to move him over to with Beauregard because he's kind of undermanned in terms of the generalship over there. And then I got Hood. Where is he at? Here he goes. John Bell Hood, 5-4-1. I'm going to put him with Jackson because Jackson's going to be my offensive corps. So as you can see, with Longstreet, he's got a 4 attacks. He's also a good attacker. But he has that 6 defense. So I have a 3 attack with Hill, and then just a 2, or rather a 1, because he had 3 defense with McLaws, and then a 2 with B. What I'm going to end up doing, though, is I'm going to take AP Hill and put him in here with Longstreet. And AP Hill is, like, I think a 4 attack. 3 attacks, so that's pretty good. He also, with that 5 activation, makes him a pretty good independent division. That's why I have him at the independent one right now. But with Jackson, I got a 3 attack with Smith, a 4 attack with Ewell, and then a 4 attack with Hood. And then only a 2 with defense with Loring. So what I'll probably end up doing is taking AP Hill, put him in with Longstreet, and then maybe moving McLaws over with Jackson, just so I at least have 1 decent defending division. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold here behind the river, the Rappahannock, I believe this is his. I'm going to move Lee over here, really just so that if there's an attack on Jackson, Lee will take over for sure. Defending that, because Jackson also has 5 defense, but the difference is you get the 6 activation with Lee plus the layered defense. And even though he's a military genius, I think he's got some reckless in him too, doesn't he? Yeah. But he also has siege expert, so. I'm gonna move AP Hill's troops either into the Shenandoah or down here to Norfolk. I haven't decided which one yet. I'm guessing Norfolk, though. If he pushes too far down in the Shenandoah, he's going to expose himself to Jackson. So Jackson takes 10 days to get up here. I was kind of tempted to attack, but then I would be kind of out of position if he decided to be aggressive up the gut. So, because he's still got two corps commanders here, which leads me to believe he's still got the bulk of his forces here. I don't know if he's peeled them off to go back to Pennsylvania yet, to perhaps try and do a coastal landing. We'll see. But so that's Virginia. I do have my Tramps Brigade, South Carolinians with the elite and sharpshooters, so they're moving up. They're going to put them in Jackson to build up the division even further. And then I did build a couple engineers. A little bit late to the game on that. I probably should have built them a little sooner. I was hard up for cash, though. So I built one here, and then I built, I think, 2 in the west. One for Johnston and one for Beauregard. Okay, so over in the west here, here's what we're doing. We're going to move Beauregard forward, keeping this guy behind just to maintain my fortifications. I think he'll drop down to 4 when I pull out because I won't have artillery there, but that's okay. And then what I need to do is I'm moving cavalry up here. I really should be moving... Yeah, all right, so I'm moving rebels up here really to start just getting the fortifications going. I really wish that I had 2 stacks that I could put here. I don't, though, so I'm just going to have to deal for now. Hopefully he doesn't outflank me. I might have to peel troops off the Mississippi line here to deal with this. We'll see. I think what I may do is I may pull a division out of New Orleans and bring him up because I got 2 divisions here. Granted, this one's pretty under strength. He's the one I'd probably bring up and maybe put him in Memphis or something just to kind of hold the rear here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pretty aggressive. So I can get to Paducah in 2 days, and Forney can get here in a day. And I know for a fact he's going to move either on Paducah and Columbus or Paducah. Now, I hope I can get there before he does. If I do, then... Let's see, military controls 50%. He may have to do a river crossing penalty. Actually, he will suffer a river crossing penalty attacking me here. And then I'll have my other corps back here kind of covering my rear so I don't get cut off on the rail line here. I don't think it's gonna take him more than 2 days to cross this river, I think it's gonna take him a couple days. So my hope is I get here first, and he surprisingly discovers that I have 3 divisions here waiting, plus, another, 3 divisions here, and he attacks me, and we win. We'll see. It looks like he's got 5 divisions. Yeah, it looks like he's got 5 divisions, but then he has a bunch of loose troops there as well. He's got 2 Marines, 2 Brigade, Pontoon, Heavy Battery, Pioneer. So he's got a bunch of stuff there. Including really good generals. He's got Davis and Sherman. Kearney. Kearney's a good general. And then under Pope, who's, kind of a crappy corps commander, but doesn't have any good division commanders there, but Grant's only a corps commander right now, though, so I don't know what army he falls under. I'm imagining he probably falls under Rosecrans. Or not Rosecrans, what's this guy's name? Halleck. I did put a mine here to, if he wants to move his navy in, maybe I can get a free hit or 2 there. And then I'm really hoping he doesn't move on here because I'm still building these infantry guys. These guys are going to move over to Kentucky once they're done, if I can get them built. Those are my Missouri guys, since I can't build Missouri troops anywhere else. Okay, so now over here, what I'm doing, I'm moving over the mountains, and really for 2 reasons. So I was debating just burning all of this and pulling him back to Little Rock, but my supply depot is here, so I'd lose a lot of supply doing that. And also, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make him earn every inch, because if I just pull back and just say, here you go, that's just stupid, I think, anyways. But I'm going to move here. I'm still going to probably burn this area right here. What is this? Ozark. Yeah, the Ozarks. Actually, interestingly enough, by the way, side story, I was actually up near Fayetteville last weekend, visiting the Pea Ridge battle site, which is just north of Fayetteville. We were gonna go to the Ozarks and hike there, but we decided to do the battlefield instead. It was really cool, totally worth seeing, very well preserved. Excellent storyline that they had, kind of laying out the battle there. If you're in the area or you kind of go through there, I'd recommend checking it out. It's a beautiful area up there. But anyways, back to the action. So I'm going to move him into the mountain area and then make him attack me. If I burn this, I still get the supply area right here. So he's really going to have to kind of maneuver around me if he's going to try and accomplish that. I do have Van Dorn just kind of holding here to kind of hold him off until I can burn these supply areas. I'm going to burn this fort, go up there, try and burn those, and just basically make it so he has to come this way down the river. And there's really not going to be a lot available for him if he wants to come down into Texas and Indian Territory. So he's going to really have to come down the river to Little Rock, which, then I would have as like a point of contention if we get to that point. So that's the plan anyways. And I got him blue just in case I do get attacked. He'll pull out. Let's go down there. And then far west, not a whole lot going on. We successfully, I think, took care of any kind of aggression over here. It's going to be hard for him to push down into New Mexico. I mean, if he does, he's going to need a lot of supply to do it. He does have 2 supply wagons there, but you can see he's already having supply issues. And I may kind of, I may take some mounted guys and go up and try and take one of these areas. Maybe up there. He's got a depot up there, so I might go up there and burn that. But for now, just trying to get military control so he can't push through nice and easy. And we will go from there. So there's that. These ships here. Here's what I'm building. Like I said, three engineers. 3 more infantry chits, another elite, so that I got 2 elites. I really should have more than that, but they are expensive. More cavalry because Stewart got just torched. A little bit more artillery. And then our inflation's at 12%, so pretty high for this early in the game. That's just because I've been taking money as soon as I can. I haven't built any ironworks. And let's look at the overall screen. Here, we'll do that next turn. Mainly just because I want to see what it looks like after Paducah if we do have a battle there. Alright, so I'm going to simulate the turn, and then I will be back, and that'll be the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, if you found this interesting, like the video. And if you have any comments, feel free to throw them in the comment section. Thank you.